I'm gonna show you how you can paint flowers like this here in your iPad. I'm gonna grab a pencil brush and create a guide for our flowers. Something like this is gonna be enough. I am now gonna select a fine brush to paint the first flowers. I really like this fine clean for that. You don't have to select the exact same colors, so this time I'm gonna go with red flowers and we will figure out the rest of the colors as we go. So let's go ahead and get started. Because digital watercolors are always dry, I like to try and create the full shape with one single stroke without lifting the pen. It takes some practice, but you get used to it. If you want to create several strokes, the only problem is that you're going to see the overlap a tiny bit darker than the rest. This is not a problem because you can grab the smudge tool, and with something like this Smudge Soft, you can blend the two colors. So it is pretty easy to fix. Let's go down here and create one more flower. And even though I didn't have it planned, I think that one somewhere around here would look nice. And there you go. I think this is a great base for our main big flowers. I'm gonna create a new layer where we're gonna paint the little sticks between the flowers. And because I want a bit more texture, I'm going to switch my brush to this fine bleedy. Now all we have to do is follow the direction of the sketch without having to be too precise about it. Something that I notice makes these lines look a little bit better is if you start from thick and you go towards thin. And if you decide to switch things up and you feel like you're missing a line somewhere, don't hesitate and simply add it. Let's now add these small flowers right here. In a new layer, select a color that is neighboring to whatever you chose. I think I'm gonna go with a saturated but light orange. I'm gonna go back to my fine clean brush, and now it is just a matter of having fun and adding these little V-shape flowers right here. And now for the center of the flowers, I'm gonna create a new layer, and I think that something like a very warm black would look good there. And simply drop these little guys in the middle of the flowers. And again, if you want them more opaque, you can duplicate the layer or simply go on top of them a second time. And now for my favorite part, we're gonna add this nice texture inside the flowers. We're gonna go back to the layer of the flowers and we're gonna create a new layer, but this one we're going to clip to the main layer of the flowers. I'm gonna go down and select a nice texture brush, and I'm gonna select a color that is a bit darker and maybe a bit colder. And with that, I can drop a shadow here and there to create the feeling that these flowers are actually folding. And because this is digital, you can come and even drop some lighter color, making these flowers now orange instead of dark red. One final touch is that you can use the eraser, one with a lot of texture like this eraser hard, and you can bring in back the white of the paper like this, making sure that you leave enough space for the watercolor. And there you go. If you want to give a try to my watercolor brushes, they're available for Procreate, Photoshop, and Clip Studio Paint, and the link is in my bio.